our leaders, younger leaders, cannot work from home. Previously, they work from home very well, but then when they come back to the office, they start that it is very difficult to work again in the office. They start to have stress. They have start to said that cannot work under the senior, something like that. So it is quite interesting that emotional intelligence that prior from the pandemic, we believe that we have this ability, but today we start to learn that it is not like that. Yeah, so the leaders also have to learn on how they can cope with their emotions. That's the first skills. And the second skills that our leaders should develop the ability is how they can communicate and collaborate. Yeah, because from my previous explanation, I already shared the thoughts that in one organization, even in one organization, there are many generations there. Yeah, many ethnicity there, many religious beliefs there, and even in Indonesia, many political beliefs there. So it's quite interesting. In next year, we will have a presidential election again, and there are some people start to give tone, that a negative tone in the social media posting, and it start become a conflicts in the internal organization or the company. So I think the leaders should have this ability, how they can communicate and collaborate. And the third, yes, and the third skills that our leaders should have is how they can use the critical thinking and the ability to solve the problem. Because today's problem is different from yesterday's problem. I have a client that the number one in their industry, yeah, but they achieve that situation by doing the same things again and again in almost more than 20 years, and they start to complacent about their position in the industry, and after the pandemic they lost that position, because they said that we can no longer use the same methods like the previous methods they usually use to serve their customers. So the team cannot instantly generate the ideas. After they realize that, then they start to learn about the critical thinking, the problem solving, how to use data, how to analyze the data, how to make a right decision before they can implement it as a solution for their customer. So I think the third skills is become one of the most important skills that your leader should have. And the fourth skills is about the adaptability, about how leaders can cope with the changes, the transformation, how they can always come back stronger when they find difficulties. So that's also become skills that leaders should have in the future. So if you have the leadership development program, you have the initiative to develop your leaders, then you should take a look at this skill as the most important thing that you should do now. And that's the fourth skills. And the last skills that our leaders should have also is the continuous learning and also the growth mindset. Our leaders should have those mindset so that they can always learn from mistake, so that they can create another one, get the insight, get the learning from the failure, and they believe that people can grow from whatever position they have. So the continuous learning and growth mindset also become important skills for today's and future leaders. So that's the five skills that leaders should have. Now, the golden question is, how can we assure, that leaders can develop those skills? Just like Richard Branson said in one of his famous quote, that the continuous learning itself is the key to the successful future leaders. So leaders should have the ability to continuously learn. So the quote is not there. Yeah. So the most successful, no, please come back. The most successful leaders is the one that never stop learning. So that's the golden questions. How can we facilitate the leaders to have a continuous learning process? How can we enable that process? So when I see this quote from Richard Branson, I start to remember and many programs that we already have with our customers. Some programs is just ad hoc program. The other program is through a continuous program with a proper design to develop leaders. But all of those leadership development program need one thing. They need a process, a tools that can facilitate the overall process, that can give leaders feedback, that can give recommendation to the leaders which area they should develop more, that can give them perspective which skills they are already strong and which skills they should develop more. And when we meet GetMe, I see the potential of GetMe to become that solutions. So now we understand that a lot of homework for all of us in people development. I also thank you, Pak Rio, that address it is also become our government agenda to develop the talents. But we are in the private sectors, in the business, should give more attention on how can we develop our leaders internally. Yeah, and I believe Bala and team already developed a very strong solutions that can deliver that challenge. So we are from Kubik happy to hear from you, to help you, to support you in developing your development plan. And we believe that development plan can be executed very well because we have correct and right tools to support that effort. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you can continue with question and answer, and we can discuss more after this. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Wow, thank you so much, Coach Fauzi. So I think it's very complete, this event. I mean, like in the beginning, we have got the speech from Ms. Rebecca about the importance about technology partnership to enhance, increase the economic growth, and also Mr. Ria also has awakened us how important the AI itself even to achieve Indonesian golden era in 2045. And just now we've just have been given from Coach Fauzi the important skill for the future leaders, even in the AI era. And I think this is the most important thing, is how we connect the all those things in one presentation that will be delivered by the founder and CEO of GetMe with the topic of leadership development, personalized coaching and learning with GetMe. Without further ado, please welcome Mr. Balendran Tavaraja. Hello, Mr. Bala.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today on this partnership signing ceremony. It's a fantastic day. Kubik and GetMe got started almost a year ago, through an event called Bandung and Melbourne cities coming together to encourage startups to collaborate. So from our humble beginnings to now, today we're signing an agreement. So my theme for the talk is all about application of AI for human skills development. That's what the DNA of the company was when we got started. It's about not just technology for the technology's sake, but how can we apply advanced AI technology to develop people skills, communication, leadership, and all of the other core personal skills. I'm delighted to be here today. This partnership wouldn't have happened without the support of the Global Victorian team here in Melbourne and also in Indonesia. And also the Corica as an organization sponsoring and supporting us is critical. And all of the team that have worked together, our team, GetMe team here in Australia and Cubic's team in Indonesia. It's been 12 months in the making. And I am really excited about today because this is the launching of an AI technology partnership with the company in Indonesia that's been pioneering leadership development and innovating in that space. So what we're trying to do is to really provide Cubic and its customers and the government an AI tool to complement what they're doing in terms of what Fauzi touched on: continuous skills improvement, growth mindset, empathy, all of the core leadership skills, active listening. And we believe that all starts with great communication skills. My name is Balendran. I'm the founder and CEO of GetMe. When we got started with GetMe 3 years ago, we really wanted to build an AI-powered personal development coach. And as you can imagine, personal development is a broader umbrella term that consists of leadership, communication, language, and social and emotional intelligence that people need to have in today's enterprises to support their plans and grow as people and develop their skills. So since then, we have decided to focus on communication, language, and all of the core skills in terms of developing people's employability and getting them close to their dream jobs or whatever they want to do within the companies. We are funded by 200 plus investors in Australia and around the world. We are also proud to tell you that we are funded by the Australian federal government as well, because the way the GetMe product deploys AI technology to enhance human skills. Technology can't exist in a vacuum. Its relevance is in its ability to enhance our lives and our skills. That's what we are doing, and I'm really excited on behalf of the GetMe team. Today is a landmark. This is our first global partnership where we are launching exclusively in Indonesia through the amazing team at Cubic. Without any further ado, I'm going to take you through some slides, and then you can also see how the GetMe AI product is able to support leadership development. Some of the key themes around listening skills and getting the vocabulary right, getting the language right, because everything in terms of leadership starts with communication. If you can't communicate clearly, if you can't connect with people through communication, it really doesn't matter what other skills you have, because that's the only medium that we have to relate to one another. Whether you're a leader in an organization or peer in a team, communication is what connects us all. Now, why AI now? I think a few speakers before me touched on why AI is such a huge topic now. We've been working on AI for a number of years, but the watershed moment happened at the start of the year or towards the end of last year when a tool called ChatGPT launched globally and created this AI wave and exposed people to the potential of AI and how simple it can be and how useful it can be when it comes to improving productivity and making people a bit more smarter in terms of fast tracking their knowledge acquisition and also how they think about the world and knowledge. So enormous amount of data has been generated. Fauzi touched on it. AI has come to the forefront now because as a society, as a collective, we have generated a lot more data to support the training of the AI and its accuracy and performance. As you know, without the data to train the AI doesn't work. So as a collective, in the last 2 years, we have generated much more data than the previous 10 years combined. That should give you a sense of the amount of data we are generating. And it's about future-proofing. For companies, it's about future-proofing. So the human coaching and skills development, that's going to remain for a number of years, but it's about leveraging advanced technologies to complement and assist people build skills and think about continuous skills development. And then the other reason AI revolution is happening right now is because there's a large amount of money flowing into innovative ideas and projects, both public and private investment is flowing in. That's kind of accelerating the momentum a bit. Now, communication, as I said, is the biggest driver for leadership skills. If we can't actually communicate at that level, connect with people, empathize with them, hear what they have to say, other skills don't really matter because people connect through communication and the energy. So some of the things that I'll touch on when I demonstrate the app, you would see how we measure certain attributes in people's communication and how that then gets used for personalized coaching. Now, with advanced AI for leadership development or any skills development, you are looking at deeper insights and patterns. AI is amazing in its ability to pinpoint patterns. So the GetMe product has a bunch of AI models recognizing patterns. As people interact with the AI, it's able to pinpoint certain communication issues and communication patterns. Personalized learning is driven off that capability, how we can actually pinpoint communication issues and patterns. It's about bringing that awareness to the surface. We all know we do need to develop our skills, but a lot of the time what's stopping us is that we don't even know that we have to learn those skills. So if you deploy a technology like AI, that's telling you there are issues with the communication or the areas of your communication that can be improved, that's where the value is. Communication analysis, so you will be able to see when I demo the product, the app is able to process conversations. I will be able to call someone and have the AI analyze that conversation and tell me where I need to improve. Emotional and social intelligence, because the AI is able to recognize your ability to empathize through reflection. So if someone is talking to you and if you're not reflecting what they're saying, then that's an indication of your lack of empathy. So these are the things that we've deployed in the product to assist with the personalized coaching. Now, benefits for staff and people who are using AI, this isn't about replacing the need for coaching from expert coaches. This is going to complement what the coaching teams do. For example, at Cubics, all of the expert coaches who do the leadership coaching, this product isn't going to replace what they do. This is going to enhance their coaching and give people access to a technology that's there at their fingertips whenever they need to practice and learn more about where they need to improve. And it comes down to continuous improvement and professional growth. It is a competitive world at the moment. You're competing with a global audience because they're all online, they're all digitally working remotely. Therefore, your ability to develop your personal skills on an ongoing basis is going to give you the edge. Now, results for the company using AI, it can give you a strategic advantage. If you're not deploying technologies to assist people learn skills, then you're relying on one source, which is probably a bit more expensive than technology as well. So you would have strategic advantage if you start using technology for coaching. Cultural change can happen because people would embrace technology and see the benefits, and that can drive productivity as well. Data-driven coaching assistance, so because you're able to utilize AI technology, that's going to give you the ability to tap into the data within your organization for coaching and assisting your people's skills development. Personalized assessment will be possible as well. Now, we exist as a company to support human skills development. That's what we're doing with companies here in Australia and outside. We work with government agencies, universities, language schools, and large enterprises like VFS Global, a company that works with 160 governments around the world to process visa applications. So we're coaching their staff. It's a company of 8,000 people. We're coaching a bunch of their frontline workers on effective communication and emerging leaders training through the same platform. So the idea was to bring advanced AI technology and combine that with the exceptional human skill we have and the knowledge and the experience to deliver a comprehensive coaching solution. That's what Get Me is about. Now I'm going to switch to a quick demo so you get to see some core capabilities of the technology. I will share my iPhone screen so you can see what the app looks like and what it can do immediately as it is. And I'll touch on some of the additional advanced capabilities that we're launching in the next few weeks. So the technology is packaged into a mobile app. You have to install the app onto a device. If you're part of a company, then we onboard the company onto the platform, and then all of your team members would get invited to the platform, and the onboarding is pretty straightforward. So as you can see, to support communication and leadership development, we've got a few core areas, energy and emotions, how you're presenting yourself in your conversations with your team, or when you're talking to someone on a phone call. And then improving pronunciation and clarity and getting your vocabulary right. If you don't have the right vocabulary, then your ability to articulate ideas and connect with people will be limited. And then the entire AI personalization aspect is around how it's able to recognize patterns. And then as you're using the app, how it's able to then personalize the learning for me. So as I'm using the app, it is going to recognize patterns and assign tasks for me to go and complete. It's a bit laggy. Give me a sec. I'm going to restart it. Bear with me. I'm going to restart the screen share. There's a bit of lag. The screen is behind my voice.
Okay, take your time, Bella. That's okay.
No problem. It's coming up now. Yep, all good. So as I'm using the app, the AI technology is going to, it's coming up. As I interact with the app through phone calls or by talking to the AI, it is able to recognize certain patterns and create tasks for me to go and work on those specific skills. So the personalized task can be very tailored content for me to go and practice and improve a particular skill, or coaching videos to support that personalization. We've got a group of really dedicated and experienced international coaches, internationally accredited coaches that produce videos for the personalization. But the AI capability is all about understanding how someone is communicating and how it's coming back up. So yeah, it's a bit laggy. Give me a sec. Okay, so this is a phone call I just had with someone to showcase some of the key capabilities. As you can see, it's able to pick up on how I'm sounding and what the actual sentiment was, where my energy was when I was talking to that person, and some steps to improve the areas that the AI sees as something I need to work on. So it's recorded the conversation. I'm able to go and listen to the recording. Excuse me, the screen is a little laggy. It's catching up. So it's able to recognize where my vocabulary is, what type of words I'm using in my conversations, whether I'm using a lot of formal words or informal words, and how I could then build the vocabulary I need for me to become a competent communicator. So I'm going to play the voice as well, so you can. With you there, I'll speak with you in a bit. All right, man. Awesome. How do I sound? How do I sound? So this is a real conversation good. I had with awesome. All right, I'll let you go and get on with your day. I'll speak with you in a bit. All right. So all of this data goes into the personalization engine. So the AI is able to recognize how I'm sounding, whether I am a low energy communicator or high energy communicator. And it's able to recognize if I'm speaking too fast or sounding nervous, if I have the ability to sort of reflect on what the other person is saying. All of those are critical skills for us to continue to improve. Because I'm getting insights into how I'm sounding, where my energy was, what my vocabulary is, and then also getting personalized tasks that allows me to then continuously practice. And then as I'm going along, the AI is able to then allocate points based on the level of improvement over a period of time. So when the screen comes up, you would see there's gamification, there are multiple stages for people to go through and get coached by the AI and the expert human coaches. Hopefully that gave you a sense of what we've built over the past several years and why the tool is being appreciated by thousands of learners around the world. We're building into the product an interview-ready capability and also customer-ready to support customer service teams within companies to dynamically generate content and practice with the AI and get the necessary support as they're talking and supporting their customers. Thank you so much for watching my demo. The screen was a bit laggy, but I hope you got a sense of some of the cool features that are supported by Core AI and how it's going to positively impact a whole bunch of people around the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bala, for the speech and also the demo of the Get Me AI itself. And I think it's not enough for us, right, to listen to the speech. And that's why now we open the question and answer session. Please, for any participants, both offline or online, you may ask any questions that you want, that you think that you need more explanation, so you will understand. May I ask, especially for Mr. Coach Fauzi and also Mr. Bala, even Mr. Yu here. So, any question? Dipersilakan, Pak Ibu. Oh ya, bagi peserta yang barangkali ingin memberikan pertanyaan dalam bahasa Indonesia, tidak apa-apa, nanti akan kita bantu ya. Silakan. Pertanyaan boleh diajukan dalam bahasa Indonesia ataupun bahasa Inggris, tapi mohon jangan bahasa Sunda, because abdi can tiasa bahasa Sundanya. Oke. Silakan. Sangat menarik. Bahasa Jawa. Mungkin ada ahlinya nanti ya. Apalagi bahasa Jawa, saya tidak betul. Silakan bagi yang ingin lebih mendalam, silakan tim. Boleh mikrofonnya, satu mikrofon?
Ada mukanya gua.
Iya sekali ya.
Halo Ibu, boleh perkenalkan dengan siapa?
Masuk suaranya, Mir.
Halo,
Baik.
selamat pagi.
Pagi.
Nama saya Tanti.
Baik, kita yang offline dulu ya, Bapak Ibu ya. Offline first. Boleh dilihat di sini sudah ada ya. Baik, Ibu namanya siapa?
Saya Tanti dari State Government Victoria.
Thank you, Bu.
I would like to ask from the panelists, whether Coach Fauzi or Rio. We know that nowadays technological advances or AI are increasingly surprising nowadays, and it's in one side is benefited a lot for human being, but like it or not, somehow it's can be a threatening to take over human work in the future. So sometimes it's quite worrying me. What kind of abilities or skills that we can go hand in hand with the development of AI in the future, that we have to weaponize ourselves to be able to not compete perhaps, but more hand in hand with the AI development. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibu Tanti. Thank you, Tanti, for the question. So, Coach Fauzi?
Yes, I would like to answer first, but then perhaps Pak Rio also can give another perspective. So I agree with you that many jobs today is challenged by AI. For example, previously we believe that AI cannot do the creative thinking process, but I see by myself how they can create even very beautiful arts that even unthinkable. So even the creative side of people can be duplicated by AI. So I agree with you. Many jobs will be challenged by AI. But while doing coaching with leaders, we find something that very interesting, that published through HBR, the Harvard Business Review, that it creates a paradox that the more advanced the technology, the more we will need human connections. So what AI cannot replace is that human connection, the empathy, the emotional side of people, that still cannot be replaced or imitated by AI. So how can we as a leaders addressing that issues? We will take part in that challenge through focused more on people's side of our business. So every business is people business actually. So if you have a great business, so many employees, your employees are people. Yeah, the owners of the business is also people, and the customers also people. So if you don't understand people, you don't understand business. So we should focus more on that, so that our energy will be focused on the emotional side, the strategic side, that not very easily can be duplicated by AI. And we are not competing AI, but we use AI. We will use AI as part of our job. So I think my 2 cents, Pak Rio perhaps can give another explanation. Thank you very much, Bu Tanti.
Thank you, Pak Fauzi. I agree with you very much about the point. Thank you, Mbak Tanti. I think this question is being asked a lot. Like recently, there is a publication about from Harian Kompas, Pak, including our organization. I myself being interviewed at that time. The same question, like what Mbak Tanti asked, like how it impact the job creation, job labor market. Basically, like for me personally, like our stance in the Korika itself, we believe that there are generally 2 types of skills: the lower order thinking skills and the higher order thinking skills. Of course, like we want to replace the lower order thinking skills, basically like doing the admin stuff, manual tasks, like repetitive tasks. Like for example, if I'm a data analyst, the one that is cleaning the data, like pindahin dari Excel, masukin dari ini, those kind of stuff can be automated by AI, and it can create a time saving, and in return, it can boost the productivity by having human or like us as a worker, technically all of us is a worker, to focus more on the meaningful tasks, like what Pak Fauzi mentioned, like building relationship, doing like business development. I don't think it can be replaced fully by AI. Maybe like sending email, those kind of repetitive tasks that we find email again can be automated by AI, but like human connection, those definitely won't be replaced. And I think also in terms of the communication itself, even though there is like a AI that can replace human, like deepfake image, if you guys see like the Pope, the current Pope that are wearing the deepfake, like Donald Trump, but those kind of technology actually, this is just to share like the discussion that we had. We want to ensure that there is a term ethical AI. So I think this is like what we want to share, including like the people here, that I think Australia is also in the same stance with like most of the countries, that we don't want there's like harmful technology if it's not being able to be detected. So now it's like the discussion in the group that in Korika itself, it's a simple one. Maybe if maybe Mbak Tanti, Pak Yawan, the one that is already know in the education, like lot of lecturer complain now, ini tugas ChatGPT atau enggak gitu. So like many students, including like I myself teaching in one of the private uni here, like is it like that point of important to determine whether this paper is fabricated by ChatGPT or other AI tools? And now actually there is one researcher from ITB just recently published, Pak, that they can in ChatGPT 3.5 they can detect 100%, but the ChatGPT 4 only 67%. This is just recently published in our group Korika, Pak. But yeah, hopefully in the development of technology there is tools that able to determine the authenticity, integrity. As long as there is that tool, I believe it will not create. So I think there is a risk mitigation and risk management in it. But yeah, just I think to send.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rio. Interesting ya Mbak Tanti ya. Jadi dalam sesi tanya jawab ini jadi kita lebih paham ya. We will understand more when having a question and will be answered directly. And I think it's not complete that if Mr. Bala, do you mind telling your own perspective about Mbak Tanti's question again?
Absolutely. I think there were a few really good points highlighted by Fauzi. In this case, it's all about emotional skills and deploying our capacity to think and do intellectual work. AI is going to replace some, repetitive tasks and assist us with, some tools and technology to sort of automate parts of our work or parts of our life, but it's not going to be able to have a big impact on how we as people connect with others. And empathy was mentioned as well. So it's a long way away from becoming anywhere close to how we express emotions and how we connect with people. So that's going to be our strength, and that's something that we've got to continue to build. So if you're using AI to support our lives and work, it's going to be about how we can enhance our skills, emotional skills and social skills, and all of the other, core skills, leadership and communication skills. So we'll leverage AI to sort of build more of those skills, because everything else can be replaced and technology can come and disrupt and automate and replace certain things. But we have a special ability as people. That's about emotion and our intellectual capacity.
Oke, thank you, Bala. So, Mbak Tanti, puas ya? Kalau belum puas, nanti kita tanya lagi diskusi di belakang. Oke. Ini biar panjang ya, betul ya? Baik, sudah mulai panas sepertinya. Dan kayaknya saya sudah dapat, I have got a question from the Zoom. It's from Coach Kang Zul. He asked to Bala. So this is question for you, Mr. Bala. How do you use the apps for the professional coach? So there's a question again from Kang Zul Bala. It's for you. How do you use the apps for the professional coach?
I am taking that as someone who's a coach who would love to use the technology or the app for their work. So that's fine. So if you wanted to use the app for your practice or for your clients, that the app is going to be available in Indonesia. But when we start, it's going to have to be an enterprise sort of engagement with Cubic. Once you go through the Cubic team and get access to the app, then you get to use that for your professional development work. I'm making some assumptions here from the question. It looks like they want to use the app for professional development within their practice.
Oke, thank you, Bala. So, Kang Zul, nanti kalau mau cobain ya.
Yes, also let me add another information for Kang Zul. Thank you very much for your questions. And yes, Bala is right when he said that professional coach can use these apps, this application. In terms of this is the tools for the coach. Yeah, so it is not replace the role of the coach. Yeah, but we can use this as the tools that enable the coachee can monitor their progress very easy, and also can get feedback, automated feedback from the tools itself. So the coaching discussion will be focused more on how the coachee can have another way of thinking, another approach, new awareness, new insights, focus on that. So it will support our job as a coach actually. So this is also part of our experience as professional coach. Sometimes we have so many coaching sessions, but we cannot monitor the progress. Even our coachee do not remember the insight and feedback from the previous session. So that happens. So by using technology, we can enable many things that still need development, of course, but the coach can be focused more on the part of creativity process, the thought-provoking questions that enable the coachee to have many ways of doing their plan. So I think that's another perspective from coach point of view.
Thank you, Coach Fauzi. Oh, good. Okay, Kang Fauzi, I think I'm sure that he is interested to use as a professional coach to use to get me AI itself, and that's why after this you should contact Cubic Coaching to contact Coach Fauzi udah langsung ya, boleh Kang ya, nanti biar bisa nyobain demo teaching langsung ya. Baik, oke, selanjutnya barangkali ada pertanyaan dari Zoom, adakah? Ada lagi Bapak Ibu barangkali mau bertanya biar lebih paham ini gimana ya, how to connect the AI and also for the future coaching, leadership, etc. Silakan. Mungkin kalau saya kasih hint, ini penanya terbaik menurut saya akan dapat hadiah. Betul. Pak Irawan mau nanya Pak? Oh ya. Silakan bagi kolega, silakan Bapak Ibu hadirin. Yang dari Zoom juga boleh, barangkali yang ingin masih bertanya tidak apa-apa. Oke, saya sudah dapat. Belum ternyata. Oh, sudah ada. Saya melihat di chat saya. Masih belum ada, baik. Oh, sudah ada, Mbak? Oke, ini sudah ada. Thank you so much from Victoria Michelle. Thank you for the question. The application is very interesting, but I also consider about the data privacy and the security that provided with this app by using AI. As we all know that today, AI still have pro and cons. One of the cons is data security and privacy. How would you overcome with that issue? Bala knows well. Okay.
I'll take that question. That's a great question, Victoria. From the very beginning, as we were thinking about how we could deploy AI for human coaching, one of the things that came up a lot when we were doing the market research and we were talking to a lot of experts and potential customers, they highlighted privacy and data security as the most important consideration for them to be able to use AI for coaching or for their daily work. So from the beginning, we focused on design by privacy. That's about making sure we don't capture any personal data, and the conversations that happen within the app remains on the phone. So we don't actually send the phone call to the cloud, for example, or the interactions that happen within the device, within the app, they stay within the phone. But that was a very sort of commercial consideration as well for us, because you couldn't commercialize a product that didn't secure the personal data or private data. So the app is basically holding all of the data within the device. It's encrypted as well. Therefore, it's highly secure and privacy friendly. Hope that helped with your question, Victoria.
I hope it's answering, yeah, Victoria. And Coach Fauzi or even Mario? Yep.
Yeah, actually, like regarding this question is also like this being asked a lot in these spaces. So recently I had a collaboration with one of the SG association in cybersecurity, and when we researched the regulation in Indonesia, there is a new law called PDP. I think a lot of people talk about the personal data protection, and what Bella has shared before, it should be okay. I think, but as long as later, I think maybe you can also think about the storage and those kind of thing. As I think should be good. And one thing that I want to share also, like from the perspective of AI in cybersecurity. Yesterday, I had a discussion with BSSN, which is the Badan like National Cyber, the one that in charge of the cybersecurity from the government. They actually have a lot of layers of technology being implemented now, leveraging the big data. And because we are the one, actually, Pak, Indonesia is one of the most prone attack by cyber attack, Pak. And because of that, we are learn our lesson should be, especially from that big bang that recently got hacked. And yeah, I think a lot of people now become more and more aware. I personally myself, in my company, we also just recently published a research about the data center and the impact of cybersecurity. Maybe if that interests to you, you can also contact me. I can share that paper. It's a public paper.
Thank you, Mario. Yeah, so Victoria, I hope it answers answering your questions. Yeah, so we should aware more, yeah, to protect our own data itself. Okay. And the next question is from Ibu Leni Ermalina, dan ini ditujukan untuk Coach Fauzi and also Pak Rio. Menurut Bab, apa yang harus disiapkan para pendidik atau penyelenggara pendidikan untuk menyiapkan siswa atau mahasiswanya menjadi future leader?
Yes, saya akan menjawab dalam bahasa Indonesia. Ya. Oke, ini pertanyaan bagus banget. Saya bangga dan senang ketika ada pendidik yang punya concern sejak dini gitu ya. Karena buat saya pengembangan kepemimpinan itu sebetulnya kalau baru dilakukan pada saat rekan-rekan memimpin itu perlu, tapi ya terlambat sebetulnya karena banyak hal yang seharusnya ditanam sejak awal ya. Yang tadi saya share itu sebetulnya mewakili juga keterampilan-keterampilan yang bisa dipupuk sejak dini, sejak awal. Seperti misalnya empati ya. Bagaimana kita juga bisa menempatkan diri kita pada posisi orang lain ya. Tentang kecerdasan emosi, mengenali emosi kita sendiri, mengenali perasaan-perasaan kita dan mampu mengelolanya. Sehingga ketika ada masalah nggak tiba-tiba di jalan meledak gitu ya. Banyak kekerasan hari ini terjadi, partly adalah bagaimana kita mungkin belum cukup ya punya upaya untuk menanamkan hal seperti itu. Lalu kemudian yang tadi juga ya, kesiapan untuk menghadapi perubahan, adaptability, resiliensi. Kalau jatuh bangun lagi gitu, resilient gitu. Lalu juga komunikasi tentu saja dan hal-hal seperti itu. Kalau hari ini kita bicara tools itu adalah enable, hal yang nanti dapat mensupport. Tapi kalaupun kita belum menggunakan toolsnya, selama kita punya kerangkanya tadi ya, 5 hal tadi kita ajarkan kepada anak didik kita sejak dini, itu sudah merupakan bagian upaya kita untuk membangun pemimpin di masa depan sebenarnya. Karena mereka punya daya juang, mereka mampu beradaptasi, mereka punya mindset bertumbuh untuk selalu dapat belajar hal baru ya, bahwa orang itu enggak kalau sudah terakhir A akan A selamanya, tapi bisa menjadi diri yang berbeda dengan mindset bertumbuh mereka. Nah, seandainya itu berhasil kita tanamkan, kita lekatkan sejak awal, Ibu sudah memberi kontribusi terhadap penciptaan pemimpin di masa depan, sehingga nanti jabatan apapun yang mereka nanti emban, gitu ya, itu mereka akan tetap membawa hal positif tadi. Ya, jadi sekali lagi terima kasih sudah menanyakan itu. Kami di Kubik juga sangat mensupport ya lembaga-lembaga pendidikan dan senang banget ya kalau kita bisa berdiskusi seperti ini lebih lanjut. So thank you.
Baik, ini sangat menyadarkan dan mungkin Pak Rio silakan Pak.
Ya, nambahin dikit aja mungkin bahasa Indonesia juga. Tadi yang Coach Solsi sampaikan sudah sangat bagus banget dan mungkin kalau misalnya dari segi kayak kita kemarin di perusahaanku kita lagi lakuin riset juga terkait kayak early childhood education gitu dan salah satu topik yang menarik Pak sebetulnya yang terkait persiapan future leadership itu tentang entrepreneurship gitu Pak. Karena kalau dilihat di Indonesia itu walaupun jumlah entrepreneur kita banyak, tapi kalau dibandingin persentase dari populasi kita salah satu yang paling rendah Pak di Southeast Asia. Jadi mungkin tadi yang bisa disampaikan oleh Ibu pendidik tadi, saya sangat ini Bu kayak kalau emang dari Ibu sendiri pengen kembangkan terhadap murid-murid Ibu terkait dengan skill entrepreneurship. Karena entrepreneurship itu sebetulnya tadi yang Pak Coach Solsi sampaikan itu semua entrepreneurship ya Pak. Resilience, gimana cara punya grit bukan rakus tapi GRIT itu ya Pak ya. Terus juga bagaimana mungkin cara mereka bisa growth mindset, mereka bisa inovasinya itu kayak istilahnya kalau ada halangan pivot bisa kayak pivot gak cuma masalah aduh nyerah deh udahlah balik lagi ke ini. Nah itu I think that's kind of skill kalau bisa dipersiapkan dari muda sangat penting sih Pak. Itu aja sih tambahan dari saya. Mungkin mau highlight itu.
Terima kasih Pak Rio. So Bu Leni, ini pertanyaan justru bukan hanya untuk future leader dari siswa atau mahasiswa, but we have to prepare the future leader skills or potential from very beginning, very little. Dan tentunya even tadi those materials that have been delivered by Coach Fauzi, it can be implemented not only for the old students but also from the young students or even from our like kids. Dan tentunya this is interesting from Mr. Rio. We also get some skills that need to be taught to the younger is about the entrepreneurship because it's still the amount of the entrepreneur Indonesia is still low ya compared with the all population Indonesia. Keren banget ya. Buat tepuk tangan dong buat panelis-panelis kita. Baik, tadi itu sudah ada 2 penanya dari online. Sekarang sepertinya saya melihat ada yang angkat tangan dulu nggak kalimat. Ini dia, baik. Baik, Ibu, please introduce yourself.
Okay,
Silakan.
thank you so much. I would like to thank you to the Victoria government for this invitations. We are very happy to attend this kind of seminar together with Coach Fauzi and Pa Rio. My name is Supina. We are from Bunda Mulia University, Indonesia. We have two campuses, one in Jakarta and one is in Tangerang. So, well, yes, as you mentioned that we need to embrace AI. Actually, there is no way that we shouldn't. Even though we shouldn't, we are not, and then the world keeps going. But we really hope that GetMe and Cubic would like to, because it mentioned by Pario that AI is not here to threaten the humans. It's not here to threaten all the job opportunities, but we are actually just diminishing or just reducing things of which human thinking, human minds can be used for a better optimizations. Also, since some of my students also attend through Zooms, so actually after hearing all this encouragement, is there any applicable of GetMe and Cubic GetMe applications of which students can use from this very moment? Because we understand that it's all about coachings, but in another side of points, we are now handling like English literature students, Mandarin students, hospitality and tourism, of which we communicate a lot with students, psychology students as well, of which it really need human touch. It mentions by Coach Rio, Coach Fauzi and Pario that human touch will always be there, that AI are never going to replace it. So how is this GetMe can be optimized by our students before they graduate, and how that will polish or furnish their abilities of this kind of things? And the second one is what kind of the possible collaborations that you think you can do with us as an educational institution? Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Supina ya, from
Ya, nama
Bunda.
panggungnya Angel kebetulan. Terima
Oh,
kasih.
baik.
Thank you,
Bu Angel.
Bu Angel.
Baik, Bu Angel, silakan Bu. Oke, Coach Fauzi.
Yes, yes. It's very interesting to discuss this matter. So thank you, Angel, so for asking this question. Yes, actually, why Cubic and GetMe takes almost 12 months to discuss this matter, because AI is not like a machine that we can purchase in the store and directly use in our house. But we need to understand that AI is part of the total solution that should be designed for each customers. So what I can learn from your explanation, yes, we can covers that requirements, because in our current solution design, we can use AI combined with the human coach. So we do not replace the existence of human coach, but we will use AI for the repetitive task of coaching process. For example, if you mentioned the students wish to improve their communication skills, then the AI can give direct feedbacks, can monitor the progress, but suppose they have to learn more about what they need to be improved in person with the coach, GetMe also facilitate that process. And as a partner, we provide that human coaches, because in the coaching sessions, not all of the coaching questions can be duplicated directly with AI. So, for example, while doing the coaching sessions, a professional coach will listen very well to the coachee, not only verbally but non-verbal aspects. For example, I discuss with you in a coaching session, and I can see your emotion, I can feel your emotion, then I can address that and elaborate that more to enable you to elaborate more on your progress. So the communication skills is there already. The emotional intelligence is already there. Almost of all of those skills that I mentioned before in my presentations can be managed through GetMe combined with Cubic coaches. So we have more than 13 coaches with a specific expertise. For example, myself is I learn more about on the agility, the agile coaching process, the project management coaching. Another coach focus more on the communications, focus more on the emotional intelligence. So I think as a team we can support Get Me to answer that requirement. So cannot wait to discuss more with you,
Looking forward
Bu Angel.
to.
Thank you very much for
Thank
asking
you.
this question. Yeah.
Answered, terjawab, and yeah, that's really a big hope that we cannot wait to collaborate with the Get Me and also Kubik. And unfortunately, that's the last question that we can have, everyone, because after this, and I think that if you have more questions, sure, we have more discussion in other times, especially with Coach Fauzi and also the Get Me. And that's why now we are heading to the most historical agenda. Let's witness the virtual partnership signing ceremony where Get Me and Kubik Coaching will formalize the collaboration by signing an agreement simultaneously. And that's why we would like to prepare first. And Bala, are you ready there?
Yes, I'm gonna move my Zoom camera. So
All right,
the audience can-
everyone. Bala, are you ready?
Yes, give me a sec. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Baik, boleh diperlihatkan. Nah, satu Bala, yang satu Coach Fauzi. Baik, oke. Coaching leaders, let's watch this cooperation agreement and let's pray that this collaboration will provide the widest possible benefits. Okay, one more time. Let's have a big round of applause for Coach Fauzi and also Bala, Mr. Bala. We can't wait for the collaboration of Kubik and also Get Me. Wah, luar biasa ya. It's very merinding. What is merinding in English? Goosebumps. Thank you, Coach Fauzi. Yeah, and I think this is one of the most interesting parts, not only for us but also for the participants, for the all coaching leaders. Ini saya jadi kayak mau ceramah ya, enggak ya, bukan ya? I would like to. It's time for quiz. Yeah. Nggak ada backsound ya. Jangan pikirkan backsound pas lagi sahur, beda ya. Baik. Yang bisa jawab both online or offline, you may raise your hand first, okay? The first question, I think this is gonna be so easy peasy. Nungguin ya. Okay. Which country is Get Me from? Raise your hand virtually or offlinely? Virtually of all. Yang offline boleh angkat tangan, yang online juga. Dari negara mana Get Me berasal? Ayo. Apakah ada yang berani menjawab? Ini gampang banget. Oke, Bu Angel. Australia. Bala, is that correct? Get Me is from Australia? Get Me? Mr. Bala?
That is correct.
Yay! One prize for Miss Angel from Bunda Mulia. Wah, luar biasa ya. Tuh, satu offline sudah dapat hadiah. One person from the offline event got the prize. Now I would like to invite the online participants to have a chance. So this is the second question. What is your experience with technology, especially with AI related to coaching? Jadi Bapak Ibu kalau punya experience saat lagi coaching tapi menggunakan AI, boleh dong sedikit cerita. Silakan. Yang mau cerita angkat tangan. Who has the experience of coaching session and using AI at the same time? Please, for those who have that experience. Adakah yang dari teman-teman online? Any online participants? For those who have the coaching session, because all of you are the coaching leaders, And if you have the experience of coaching your coachee with the AI technology, please share your experience with us. Silakan Bapak Ibu, adakah?
Ada nih, Ngacung sudah.
Ngacung sudah. Boleh perkenalkan diri, siapakah ini? Nama Bapak siapakah?
Nama saya Coach Kang Zul yang tadi tanya.
Oh, ini penampakan Kang Zul. Kang Zul, please share with us your experience when you are doing coaching session with your coachee and with the AI technology itself.
Oke, saya belum pakai. I haven't actually used the one from what was it? The name Bala?
Get me.
Balendran. I haven't used your software. I tried it, but I haven't used it for coaching purpose. So what I've used is using ChatGPT. And before I meet my coachee, I sometimes use ChatGPT to get me some powerful questions instead of going directly. I use ChatGPT for preparing my coaching session. So that's my experience in using AI.
Wow, thank you so much, Kang Zul. So one prize for Kang Zul. And we hope that after this you have the chance to use Get Me in your coaching session, and especially with Kubik. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Wow. Dua hadiah sudah diberikan, for one for the Kang Zul and also one for Bu Angel. And I still have 2 prizes, especially for those who have posted into your Instagram story. Apakah sudah ada? Dan tentunya kita akan mengundi for those who have posted your story in Instagram about our event today, and then you have mentioned at kubik.coaching and also at getmeai, and also you have mentioned 3 friends of yours. We would like to mengundi. What is mengundi in English? Roll it. Okay, we will find the winner from these wheels. Ready, guys? Only for 2 winners, yeah? So it's gonna be spin twice. The first winner is... Ada background musik nggak? Ya udah, nanti aja. Ding 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 ding. Ya. Dan pemenangnya adalah Andrea Ayunovutami. Wow, nanti kita lihat Instagramnya seperti apa ya. Beruntung sekali Ibu, saya aja belum ngepost di Instagram saya. Ya, baik. I haven't posted. And the next one, let's spin around for the second winner. And the second winner is... Congratulations for Nurjanin Surur. Wow, congratulations. Ada di Zoom? Boleh ya? Ya, terima kasih. Thank you so much. And I think there will be one more class prize ya. Betul ya Mbak Sasa ya? Saya masih ada 1 prize lagi ya yang harus diberikan for the most interesting question ya. Dan this is my hak prerogatif ya, Bapak Ibu, mohon ikhlas kalau saya memilih. Because the panitia asked me to choose the winner from the most interesting question from my own perspective. And the winner is... Bu Angel udah dapat nanti. Nggak boleh. Ibu Marlina, congratulations. Wow, because the question is very essential ya for the next future leader. Gitu. Selamat Bu Marlina, nanti tim Kubik akan kontak Ibu ya. Bu Leni Marlina kan? Mohon maaf, saya gampang ingatnya nama belakang. Bu Leni Marlina, congratulations ya Bu Leni Marlina. Ngeles aja, oke. Baik. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the end of this today event. Once again, I would like to congratulations to the Kubik Coaching and also Get Me, and also thank you so much for Victoria State for supporting us. And thanks all for the Get Me and Kubik Coaching Partnership Launching Day. And for all participants, both offline and online, thank you so much for participating in this event. And hopefully what we have been sharing with you all can be useful and have the impact something in your future. And final word, representing Kubik Coaching, I'm Adam Anditra. And see you again next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Selamat bertumbuh, salam sukses mulia.
Ayo, nanti jangan kemana-mana, kita harus ngobrol panjang, banyak kegiatan juga. Iya. Tapi jam berapa? Ayo.
Mr. Bala, please don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on your Zoom because we would like to capture this beautiful moment, Mr. Bala. Don't go anywhere. And all online Zoom participants, you may turn on your camera if you would like to. Buat para peserta online, silakan buka kameranya. Kita foto ya bareng-bareng. Bisa nggak yang sebelah kiri isinya Mr. Bala, yang sebelah kanan semua peserta? Iya. Bisa ya? Teman-teman dari Kubik. Semua tim juga Kubik, silakan ke depan. Boleh ke depan? Saya di belakang enggak? Wah, senang sekali. Nanti ada 2 sesi yang kita foto dulu sama balanya dulu ya. Oh, baik. Silakan, tim Kubik jangan lupa ke depan WTC. Enggak. Enggak. Iya. Baik, tim Kubik masuk. Baik. Mr. Bala, stay tuned there. We are taking your picture behind us.
No problem.
Ayo. Udah kayak channel ditempelin jadi kayak lope. Sarangnya. Baik, sekarang foto sama seluruh peserta online, silakan. Boleh ditampilkan? Tadi ada Kang Zul juga. Peserta online, tetap Bapak Ibu tetap di tempat, jangan kemana-mana. Boleh diperlihatkan? Nah, semua peserta online silakan buka kameranya. Kameranya di zoom ke muka ya Bapak Ibu ya, biar terlihat sama kita. Nah tuh Ibu Leni yang tadi dapat hadiah ini ya Bu ya, senyumnya sumringah sekali, sudah dapat hadiah. Kang Zul juga. Saya ikut foto. Mohon maaf. Boleh tepuk tangan buat kita semua. Terima kasih banyak. Have a nice day. Sampai jumpa dalam penggunaan Get Me bersama Kubik.
Hello, Julia. Hello, Julia.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much, Julia, for your support.
Is that Sasha or is that?
Yeah, I'm Sasha. It's here.